my God, my lips are looking super dry and crusty. Ooh. Hello, my most beautiful friends. We are very much zoomed in. And the reason being is that y'all, we have some new makeup to test out for you guys. I don't have a full face of new makeup, but I do have quite a few new items to try out. So with that said, guys, let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, ColourPop sent me over 4 of their brand new Fresh Kiss. These are going to be their glossy lip balms. They sent me over 4 different shades. I have the shades called Caramel Latte, Mango Sorbet, Strawberry Milk, and Wild Berry. Since we're looking like a little crusty dusty on these lips, let's go ahead and try out one of these lip balms before we go in with the rest of the makeup products, because I cannot sit here and talk to you guys with a very dry ass lip. It's going to drive me crazy. So, okay, so this is going to be in the shade Caramel Latte, or Taste Caramel Latte. I don't really know. Let's try this out. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, it's nice. It feels very hydrating. It feels like a nice lip balm, but it has sweet caramel taste. And y'all, I'm going to eat it up. But while we let it sit, we're going to move into the rest of the products. So I am so excited to show you guys this first item, because it is from Artitude Cosmetics. Now, I have told you guys since last year that I think Artitude Cosmetics is going to be one of those up-and-coming indie brands that people should be paying attention to, and I still stand by that, because I have the brand new Artitude Cosmetics. This is the Ink and Roses Pressed Pigment Palette. So this says, meet the brand new Ink and Roses palette. This is going to be a 16 gorgeous eyeshadow palette with 5 unique textures. You're going to get 9 buttery, easy to blend mattes, 3 gorgeous high definition foils, 2 soft duochromes with a subtle color shift, and 1 iridescent metallic shimmer with 1 matte with a hint of sparkle. Now, if you guys do not know, I absolutely love Arttitude Cosmetics. I think they are phenomenal, and they have a brand new collection actually launching this Friday. So not only are they going to be launching Ink and Roses eyeshadow palette, but they're also going to be launching their single shadows as well. So I have 4 single shadows right here. They are magnetic. They're going to retail for $12 each, which I think for the US might be like $13 to like $14, because this is the euro, but obviously the price difference. But they're going to retail, I think, for like $13-14 each, and these are going to be beautiful multi-chromes. Like you guys can see right here through the swatches, these are gorgeous. Not only are they super buttery, not only are they super buttery and they're ultra creamy, but they just glide right on, and they're going to have such pigmentation. With these type of shimmers, you do not need to lay down any glitter glue. They're going to last you for so long. I think the 4 single shadows that are also magnetic are just absolutely gorgeous. Now, you guys can get this acrylic palette right here for, again, €12. I'm gonna say again like $13-14. I don't know the exact price conversion, but if I do, I'll have it like right here in this little bubble that's popping up. But I am so excited for this. They're also gonna be launching a brush set as well. Go with this collection. This is gonna retail again for €35. Look at how gorgeous these are. Unbelievably gorgeous. But for me, what I think is the star of the show is going to be the Ink and Roses palette. First off, we have the outside packaging, so unbelievably gorgeous. But then when you open this up and you take away the unit carton, you get another Ink and Roses right here, another design. So beautiful. If you guys did not know, Arttitude Cosmetics is undergoing a metamorphosis of their own. They are going to be kind of changing the way they do their logo, and I don't think they're changing the name, but they are definitely changing their aesthetics, which I think is just amazing. They're doing like a regrowth or rebrand right now. But the color story on the inside, y'all, look at this amazing color story. It is just so beautiful, and it's kind of perfect in time for the Valentine's Day season. Even though I'm not a Valentine's Day fan, this kind of goes with it. This kind of reminds me of Valentine's Day. It kind of reminds me of like bookish theme. It reminds me of old classic literature. It just reminds me of love poems and letters, and it just reminds me so much. And I think it's such a beautiful palette. Now this palette, like this palette does retail for €35, so I would say somewhere around the $40 range when it comes to the US dollar, because I have like a little conversion right here because I can't do it on top of my head. But this is absolutely gorgeous. So you guys might be asking, when is this collection launching? Well, this collection is going to be launching this Friday, February 14th at 6 p.m. GMT, which should be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off anything at Artitude Cosmetics, and I truly think you guys are going to absolutely love this palette. I mean, just look at it alone. Like, It is chef's kiss. I cannot wait to dive into this. Since we are getting close to Valentine's Day, I'm going to do somewhat of a Valentine's Day look inspired by this palette right here. So go ahead and lay down my eye primer right here so we could dive right on in. But like I said, I absolutely love Artitude Cosmetics. I think they truly are one of the brands everybody should be paying attention to. The owner, goes live on TikTok all the time to pack orders, to send out orders, to interact with the customers. And I think that's so cool because you don't really see a lot of indie brands doing that. So the fact that, you know, the owner takes their time to sit there and pack all the orders to engage with their audience, you know, make some sales on TikTok, I think is just incredible. So we're going to start off with this palette today. We're going to go into the shade right here called Roses. I love the little imprint in the shadow. It's so pretty. And we're going to take one of the new brushes to play with it. So I think for today, I think I'm going to use this little brush right here, the E04 brush. I just love the Ink Rose. It's so freaking pretty. Okay, so I have made it very clear to you guys that I do not like Valentine's Day. I have never liked Valentine's Day. But my husband did something incredibly sweet. So I recently talked about this in like oh, and I reviewed the new Morgan Turner collaboration with Odin Eyes. I kind of told you guys what my husband had planned. So for Valentine's Day, he decided to surprise me by booking us reservations to do the Wild Africa trek over in Disney's Animal Kingdom. I have always wanted to do it. I have said it's been on my bucket list for so long. And he decided to go out of his way to make us a reservation so we can go do the Wild Africa trek. I was really surprised because, like I said, I've talked about this for years. If you guys did not know, my prior job was actually working at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I actually am still back at Animal Kingdom. Like, I went back to Animal Kingdom. It's my absolute favorite Disney park. I love Animal Kingdom so much. I love the animals. And so getting to do the Wild Africa trek was definitely a dream for me. So we actually went yesterday, and let me tell you guys, it exceeded all expectations. So it is a 3-hour excursion where you get to go kind of behind the scenes over at the safari ride in Disney's Animal Kingdom. So you start off by putting all your stuff in a locker, and they do put harnesses all over you because you are going to be walking over a suspended bridge as well as walking into the hippo and crocodile enclosure. So they want to make sure you are completely, completely protected. So they strap you up in our harness. They have you put all your loose belongings into a locker, and then you kind of start your expedition. So you kind of start your expedition going into the Gorilla Falls nature trail. So you can see that's where you can see meerkats and zebras and hippos and gorillas. It's a really cool exploration trail. They have one in Africa. They also have one over in Asia, the Maharaja Trail, where you can see like Siberian tigers. You can see wombats. You can see Komodo dragons. You could see what else can you see? The birds, ducks. Like, it's a really cool little experience. So you start out by going on the Gorilla Falls Trail, and you're kind of like given like a little behind the scenes tour of the animals and kind of get to, told a lot of information about them. Instead of following the rest of the guests throughout the enclosure, you actually you actually go on a different trail where you actually walk behind the hippo enclosure. And then they strap you up. You get to walk in, and you get to literally lean over and look at the hippos. It is such an experience. Like, it is truly such an experience to do that. I was so giddy. I was so excited because they actually end up bringing Rosie, one of the hippos, over, and they do feeding right there. So they feed the hippos. They tell you all about the hippos. You could ask any questions. You get to see the little storks that are there as well. And it's a really cool thing. Like, I have this really funny video where these ducks are literally trying to capitalize on the food being thrown into the water as well, going, "We want the lettuce." And we're all asking, like, will they eat the ducks? They said, no, they won't harm the ducks, but, they will kind of let the ducks know to kind of back off their lettuce. Now, I did ask the question if the hippos there are aggressive, only because I know that in the wild, they can be really aggressive. I'm going to take the shade right here called Petal right here to help to blend that out. I know, like, in the wild, hippos are extremely aggressive and very, very territorial. And the tour guide let us know that, they are territorial in their own, exhibit as well, but they're actually not aggressive because why bite the hand that feeds you? So they just really don't show aggression towards the humans, which is really nice. They may put each other in their place because they're still animals, but it's like really cool. And then like once you leave there, you get to walk more behind the scenes. You guys get to see it. You get to see a different side of the zebra exhibit. And then you walk over to the suspended bridge. Now, the suspended bridge actually allows you to walk over the crocodile-infested waters as well as the hippos. And let me tell you, It is really, really, really fun. I have a fear of heights, but like that didn't bother me because I've gone ziplining in like Haiti, I've gone ziplining in Jamaica. So like for me, it's not scary. But what I didn't realize is that like how far apart these steps actually are from each other. So if you're not paying attention, you can easily take a little misstep and fall between the two little like steps, and they tell you to pay attention. But I was so distracted by what was happening that Jinli wasn't paying attention in front of me. I was just looking around, and unfortunately I was one of the people that stepped in between the step. No one caught that on camera, surprisingly. I was kind of hoping they would, because I kind of laughed at myself because Jinli was just kind of looking off to the side and not paying attention. Plus they're pretty wide gaps, but it was really cool because like I got to hear the hippos honk at each other, and then we got to go over to the crocodile bridge and got to walk over the Nile crocodiles. And you actually found out that all the Nile crocodiles, and they're actually males. And I did not know that Disney does have a way of controlling breeding so they don't overbreed, but they do encourage breeding whenever they can. So right now they're not trying to breed any Nile crocodiles because they can live up to be 100 years old. And so they don't have a need for all the crocodiles that they don't have a need to breed them because they're already have an abundance there. But they said they do have a way of giving birth control to animals they have in their exhibit. I'm going to go into a shader here called Pink Parchment to help to blend that with it as well. So I learned that the hippos actually are one of the failed experiments of birth control. So other animals like the tigers and lions react really well to birth control. That way they don't have any unnecessary cubs if they're not trying to breed at that moment. But the hippos are a failed experiment. They're one of the few animals there that birth control did not work for. So they just can't control if and when a hippo gets pregnant, which I thought was actually really interesting to learn. So you got to learn about that. You got to learn about the crocodiles and how they truly are studying the crocodiles because they have antiseptic blood in their and they have antiseptic blood. So they have ability to heal on their own, even if they get vicious wounds. Like they have antiseptic properties in their blood that allows them to heal. They have anti-clotting in their blood. Like they're all trying to like study how they can maybe use the crocodile's blood one day to help us as humans. Very interesting. All they're doing is studying them right now. And then after that, you get to go on this smaller truck where you get to go on the actual savannah, and you get to kind of stop and actually look at the animals. Like they let you take the time, take photos. You get to learn all about the giraffe conservation. I did not know that giraffes are a silent extinction animal in the wild, and for no particular reason other than that giraffes are very skittish creatures and they are slowly dying off, and scientists are trying to study why they are a silent extinction animal, because no one's hunting them. They just genuinely are not breeding right now, and they're not expanding their they're not breeding right now, and they're trying to just understand why. So there's a huge study on giraffes and trying to conserve them because the fact that they are just slowly are dying species and no one really understands why. So we learned a lot about giraffes, and then we actually got to go on the actual like savannah, and we got to go to the bungalow, and we got to see the different side of the safari that we never got to see before. They fed us a lunch, and it was actually really cool is that I cannot have dairy. So they were able to accommodate me. They were able to accommodate Corey because Corey just really doesn't like shrimp, and one of the dishes was shrimp. So they were able to accommodate him. We got to sit there for 40 minutes. We got to go to a different area so we can see some ostriches and some white rhinos. We got to see the lions. We got to pull over and take better pictures of them. It was just overall such an amazing experience. One that I really did not understand how truly epic it was. So I didn't realize, and I also didn't realize how many of behind the scenes tour that Disney truly does. It was just such a magical experience. And then by the end of it, when we were on the tour, Corey pulled me over to a little special spot and said, well, this is really cheesy, but I just wanted to do this for you. And I said, what? And he goes, will you be my Valentine? I'm like, oh my God, of course. So yeah, that's my little Valentine's Day story. I did vlog the whole thing. And I'll make some sort of video out of it. I just thought it truly was such a unique experience, and one that I definitely recommend people doing if they get a chance. It's a little bit more on the pricier side, but let me tell you, it's absolutely worth it to have more of an intimate private tour of the safari ride, a close encounter with animals. It's such an incredible experience. I highly recommend it to every single person to check out if you get a chance. But anyway, this is how the palette's looking. These are blending out beautifully, like absolutely beautifully. So I'm gonna take the E08. I'm gonna take the 08 brush, take that same shade and we're just going to kind of pack this right here. I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed with how soft these brushes are. These are incredibly soft. Like, oh my gosh. So now I'm going to take a little bit of glitter glue. I don't need glitter glue, but because there's going to be some two foil shades in here, I'm not the biggest fan of foils. I noticed that with foils, they have the capacity to get everywhere. Like they can just like spread themselves and they can just get glitter everywhere. And even though it's not glitter, it just is not the easiest for me to work with. Like it can get stuck on my finger and I don't know. I'm not as big of a fan of foils as I used to be. So we're going to go into the shade right here called Blossom. This is a beautiful like icy lavender right here. It's really pretty. And we're going to take this and we're going to put this right here. Like I said, I want to do like a Valentine's Day inspired look since we're right around Valentine's Day. And this kind of does remind me of Valentine's Day just a little bit. Plus, I'm trying to go out of my comfort zone and not go with the typical green shades that I would. So we're going to embrace the season, especially after what Corey did for me. I kind of have to. Okay, so right next to that, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Whisper. This is a beautiful, beautiful duochrome, if you guys can see that. So pretty. We're gonna put that right here. My gosh, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my god, that's so icy and so wet. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of internal and we're gonna put that in the very inner corner because this is another one of those press foils as well. We're gonna put this right here because I'm also going to bring it forward when I do my under eye to make it like an inner corner moment as well. So we're gonna kind of mix them together, but this is how it's looking so far. This is beautiful. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade right here called Thorn and we're gonna line that along our upper waterline so you can mix it with our false lashes, and then I'm gonna come back to do the rest of the face with you guys. Okay, so now that makeup is on, I did just go in with the NYX Cosmetics Face Glue Primer, and then I put the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccably Blurring Matte Foundation on top of that. And then I followed it up with the Rare Beauty Contour, Liquid Contour right here. Because now we're gonna move on to blush and concealers. First off, I had the DD Signature blushes. They were so kind enough to send me 3 different blushes. I have this shade called Nude Petaled, Glowy Peach, and Blush Pearl. So these say these are a warm, natural, and radiant flushed blush. So these are going to be a lightweight, ultra buildable liquid blush that enhances your complexion with a fresh, dewy finish, perfect for achieving a healthy, youthful glow all year round. They do retail for $16.99. There looks to be, I think, about like 8 or 9 blushes all together, and I do have 3 of them sitting right here. So the first shade I have is going to be called Nude Petal. So Nude Petal is going to look like so. That is beautiful. Oh my god, that is so freaking pretty. And then the next shade I have, this one's going to be called Peachy Glow. So let's see how Peachy Glow looks like. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh my god, these are so pretty. Imagine those two mixed together. Beautiful, so beautiful. And then the last blush is going to be the shade called Blush Pearl right here. This is going to be called Blush Pearl right here. So these are 3 liquid blushes. Like I said, they did send this to me in PR, which I'm so beyond grateful for. I think I might have a discount code. I don't know if I do. It'd be either Allie or Allie Dawson. I don't entirely know. They said they were going to give me one, but I don't know if it's active. So if it is, I'll let you guys know. If not, that's okay too. And the next blush I picked up, I actually got this during their early access. This apparently is not launching until March 27th. Which just mind boggles me because it's literally February 11th and this is launching on March 27th, but somehow they let early access over on the Sephora app. So I did pick up one blush in the shade called Hope. This is going to be the Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. This is a cushiony cream to powder blush that glides onto the skin for a weightless wash of velvety, long-lasting color. So like I said, I got the shade called Hope. It's going to look like this, and it's a cream to powder. So, okay, wow, they're not kidding. It really is a cream to powder. So this is how this is looking right here. It looks very similar to the peachy vibe. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go in with the DD Signature on this side, and we could try Rare Beauty on this side to kind of see how I feel about them both. Kind of see how I feel about them, and then I might end up mixing the two together. So we're going to go in with the Peachy Glow, and online it says that the Peachy Glow is going to be warm peachy tone blush that brings a soft natural finish to the cheeks and lips. Ooh, I do love a good peachy blush. So let me go ahead and just tap this on. We're gonna go right here. Oh my God, that already is beautiful. Let me go ahead and blend this out. The way that that just literally melts into the skin and gives me such a soft peachy glow. Do you guys see that? That's actually really pretty. Okay, wait, I'm gonna be a little cheeky. I'm gonna mix a shade called Nude Petal with that as well because I want to. So let's add just a little bit of Nude Petal just to brighten that up just a little bit. God, that is such a beautiful combination. That is so beautiful. It's just so light. It's so buildable and it just gives me just a soft glow. I really like that combination. Okay, now we're gonna try the Rare Beauty on this side. So let me try the Rare Beauty. This is a, like I said, cream to powder. It's not bad, but it doesn't have the beautifulness the way that this does. This is just gorgeous. This isn't bad. I think I need to use this more on top of setting powder than on top of just cream. So I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of blend over that. And then we're just gonna go ahead and take a little bit more of the DD Signature blush and we're just gonna kind of mix the two together at this point because I'll put the cream on top of this one. Let's just mix. Okay, so we're gonna trust the process because I got something new in PR. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it off, but we're gonna show it off because I haven't seen anyone talk about it. But it's launching in a couple days, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you guys. Morphe sent me over another package, which I'm genuinely really shocked about because I guess I just didn't expect it. When I did the Forbidden Love collection, I talked about how much I love the glosses and like the lip stains, but I didn't really care for like the palettes, and they didn't really care too much for the palettes, but they still sent this over. So I'm still excited. So this is going to be some new products from Morphe. So this is going to be their brand new concealers are going to be available in 20 shades and their color correctors. It says erase the dark circles that brighten the appearance of under eyes, makes you look more awake, rested, and refreshed. So this is going to be available as of the 16th in select stores. And I believe that they're going to retail for $12. It says fake a full night's sleep with concealer that brightens, corrects, and hydrates in a flash. And it's going to be formulated with arnica, sweet potato extract, tremula, mushroom, hyaluronic acid, glycerin to hydrate skin for comfortable all-day wear. Like I said, this will be available in 20 different shades as well as four brighteners as well. So we're going to dive into this. I'm really excited. I did not expect this. I used to really love the Morphe concealers back in the day. So we're going to try these out. So I have a few shades. The first shade that I have is going to be the shade called Cream 1W. Definitely not for me. But then we have the shade called Porcelain 2C. Okay, that might be a little bit more my tone, Porcelain 2C. And then we also have Ivory 3N. This is Ivory 3N. And then the rest I could tell are going to be deeper shades that I know just necessarily won't work for me. But then we also have some color correctors as well. I don't really ever play with color correctors. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a concealer. I think the one I'm going to go with is going to be the second one, which is going to be the Porcelain 2C. I feel like this is definitely more of what I'm looking for in terms of concealers. I do think this is really cool because, like I said, I've never gotten PR packages like this from Morphe before. The first one was the Forbidden Collection and now this. And let me tell you, my 2020 Allie self is like shaking in her boots because this was like a dream for me back in the day. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal the face with this. Let me zoom you guys back in. We're going to try this out. So let me see. I like the doe foot applicator. We're going to put this right here. Oh, that is the perfect color that I'm looking for in terms of concealer. Okay, it's very nice. It does seem very lightweight. It seems hydrating. It doesn't seem like it's going to be totally a full coverage foundation, but it does seem to blend effortlessly into the skin and has a nice pigmentation to it. I don't really notice it settling into any fine lines or wrinkles, and it blends really nicely. But it definitely does brighten at the same time. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so next I have another package from Morphe. Okay, so Morphe sent over their Let There Be Light. So this is going to be the Morphe Cloud Light. This is a soft glow veil. So this says set, perfect, and achieve a a heavenly cloud diffused glow with this miraculous multitasking finishing powder infused with sequentially shea butter and hyaluronic acid. It softly sets makeup without compromising skin's natural radiance. It leaves skin with a soft, blurred, subtle brightening effect, and it has an optical fade, and it has a photoreactive technology that optically fades fine lines, wrinkles, and pores. So I have 4 different shades right here. This says that this is going to be launching in select stores on February 13th, and it's going to retail for $16. So we're definitely going to be trying this at the end, but I am super excited. It says originally they had the Bake Set powder, and it went to this right here. So we're going to be trying this out. So I'm just going to quickly set my face, and I'm just going to go in with the one size setting powder. They did also just send me their brand new Ultra Pink setting powder, but I just want to use translucent setting powder today. So we're just gonna go in with the one size translucent setting powder. Okay, just to re-bronze up the face, I'm gonna go into the YSL bronzer right here, just to kind of re-bronze up that face and just set that liquid contour. What I love is that DD signature is still so present. That is so nice. Even though I said it was setting powder, it's still super present. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of that Rare Beauty blush one more time, and we're just gonna go ahead and take that cream to powder and very lightly just kind of set that right back on here. Add more of that color right back. Since it is going to go on as a cream, it's going to set as a powder, and that is pretty. Super, super pretty. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm just going to go back into the DD signature. This is going to be this gorgeous multi-chrome highlighter right here. This is so pretty, and I feel like it's going to complement this look really, really nicely. So I'm just going to take this, and we're just going to highlight the face because it is a multi-chrome. It's gonna be so beautiful. In person, I see pink and orange, but I realize that on camera, you guys mostly just see pink, but I can see how multi-chrome it is, and it's just really stunning. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, we're gonna go back into this palette, and I am going to take the shade right here called Thorn, and we're going to run this underneath my waterline because I feel like that'd be so pretty underneath my waterline, and then blend it out with a softer light shade. We're just going to take this, and we're going to take it on the 01 brush from Artitude. We're just going to slowly put this right under here, and then I am going to softly blend that out with the shade called Love. Back into this palette one more time, and we're going to take the shade again, Eternal. And like I said, we're going to use that to be our inner corner moment, right? Use that to be our inner corner moment. So we're going to take that, and we're just going to bring this shade just right here. Oh my God, that's so pretty. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Whisper one more time, and we're going to put that just right here. It's a beautiful, beautiful dual chrome. Okay, then I kind of want to go for like a berry tone red because this is definitely a like Valentine's Day inspired look. So I'm going to go into my Natasha Denona lip liner. This is going to be the shade called Emilia. We're going to take this and we're going to line my lips. I'm going with this shade because it has a pink berry undertone to it. Then I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is going to be the Velvet Liquid Lip. This is in the shade called Pomegranate. Now the reason I'm using this the reason I'm using this one instead of Crimson is because of the undertone. So Pomegranate has a beautiful like berry undertone to it, whereas the Crimson shade, which is definitely more my shade, definitely has more of a red undertone to it. So I'm gonna go in with the berry because I definitely would think I feel like this look would be a little bit prettier with the berry undertone versus like a blood red undertone. So we're gonna go with Pomegranate. Okay, and then to enhance that, we're gonna go into the ColourPop Fresh Kiss. This is gonna be the glossy lip balm. This is gonna be in the shade called Wild Berry. I feel like that'd be really pretty to kind of add onto this look. So let's take this. Oh my God, it smells like wild berry. I love it. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the one size. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom on out. Hey guys, so here is the final look right here. So before we wrap up today's video and I give you guys my final thoughts, I have one more package to show you guys. So Beekman 1802 sent me over their brand new Milkshake Moisturizer Mist for the body. I recently talked about this in a new makeup releases and how I didn't really know that some of the products had goat milk in it. You guys said that a lot of them do. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. And y'all, they sent this over. They sent this over. So we have 3 different ones right here. So I'm going to quickly show these to you guys. The first one we have, this is going to be the coconut cream. This is a coconut cream with goat milk, succulent, hyaluronic acid, added notes of coconut and vanilla. So you want to shake it. I'm so excited, y'all. And then let's spray. Let's see what this smells like. Oh my God. Oh, besties, besties. That smells amazing. That smells like vanilla and coconut mixed into one. I absolutely love that. Then we have a lavender one. So let's try the lavender scent. Smells like a spa. Smells like a spa. Not gonna lie, lavender is not really a scent I gravitate to a lot. It's not bad. It's just for me, this makes me want to go get a facial or massage. I feel like I'm about to lay down and a masseuse is going to walk up and say, okay, are there any problems you guys are experiencing today? Lay down, lay down. And I feel like I'm about to have a very spa-like experience. That does smell good. And then lastly, we have honey blossom. We have honey and orange blossom. Ooh. Okay, let's try this one. Let me do this one again. Oh, bitch. Oh, we just found our scent of the day. We just found our scent of the day. This smells very sweet. This smells so good. Oh my God. That smells very sweet. It smells like a sweet nectarine and orange kind of mixed together. And it just smells absolutely refreshing and incredible, but it's not too overpowering. That smells freaking amazing. Oh my God, Beekman, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to quickly wrap up my thoughts on today's video. So overall, there's nothing that I tried in this video. Overall, there's nothing in this video that I did not like. I liked everything that I got in this video. I think the star of the show is definitely going to be the Artitude Cosmetics palette, the Ink and Roses. This is just beautiful. This is phenomenal. I love the outside packaging to the color story on the inside. The mattes blend out beautifully. There's definitely a little bit of fall with them, but the shimmers are just so creamy and buttery. You cannot go wrong with these. This is such a stunning, stunning palette. I love the fact they are now selling single shadows in an acrylic magnetic case. If you guys want to check those out, again, these are going to be beautiful multi-chromes. Absolutely gorgeous. You guys cannot, absolutely gorgeous. You guys cannot go wrong getting in one of these. The brushes are just so soft, so soft. They blend out shadow very, very easily. I loved how soft the bristles are, and they definitely have smaller brushes that accommodate hooded eyes, which I think is phenomenal. Like I said, this is gonna be launching this Friday, February 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off. I also have to say, I'm actually quite impressed with the Morphe concealer right here. This is so good. It's very light. It's very hydrating. I don't notice it settling into any fine lines or wrinkles. I'm gonna have to keep testing this out. I'll give you guys my final opinion at the end of the month. But so far, this is impressive. The DD Signature Liquid Blushes, y'all, I think I found my next go-to lip blush combo. The Nude Petal and Peachy Glow. Phenomenal. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous formula and gorgeous shades. The Rare Beauty blush, I'm going to definitely keep playing with this. I like the fact that it is a cream to powder, so it blends really nicely onto the skin. It's set really easily on the face. I didn't notice any creasing with it. I didn't notice it picking up any foundation. It settled really nicely onto the setting powder. I really like that. And then the ColourPop lip balms, these are just lip balms. They're really nice. They smell incredible. For the 2 shades I did try, this is just really nice to have. I'm sure they're really affordable. You guys can probably find this at Target. If you want a nice, decent, like cheap lip balm that smells incredible and hydrates lip, look no further. But the last thing that we did not try before I wrap this up is actually from Morphe. We are going to take one of their brightening powders. I'm going to go into the shade called Dawn. This is vanilla with balancing pink. We're going to take that, and we're going to use this as our finishing powder today. So I'm going to dip my brush into this, like so, and we're just going to lightly tap that in my areas I have the most trouble. And very lightly just kind of go over this area. And I mean very, very lightly. I could definitely noticing it changing the foundation just a little bit. Oh, that's really soft. This is how it looks. and it is going to definitely give you a soft, subtle glow. So for someone like me who's really oily, this might not necessarily be a product I'm going to use that often, but I will say it's not picking up any of the foundation. It is still giving me a really soft, blended look. As for like a radiant glow, I don't really know if it's doing that. We're going to have to keep testing it out, but I hope I don't get trouble for revealing it because like I said, I haven't seen anyone talk about it, but I'm excited nonetheless. So that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. I'll make sure I link all the products down below, and as always, stay tuned to the end of the month when I give you guys my final thoughts on these products. But that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Are for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.